welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Strv S1, Strv S1. It's a Swedish Tier 8 premium tank destroyer, and it's located on the east spawn of Sand River under the command of SalMcKean. Now, what can I tell you about the Strv S1? Well, basically it was one of the prototypes used to develop the 1030 and the 103B. Now, it's a gun that's fixed in a position on the vehicle, and the vehicle aiming is controlled by the driver and by the suspension being altered by the gunner. So in order to fire at enemy targets, you need to point the gun in the general direction of the enemy and then alter the suspension to aim at the enemy specifically. Okay, this is an encounter battle, and SalMcKean's taking it up onto the heights overlooking the river, and he'll be able to spot the enemy. Okay, he's gone to siege mode, and some enemy have been spotted. Trying to get shots. He's got a 105mm gun capable of 390 alpha damage, so it's very powerful. But the hull of this of his vehicle is very highly sloped and angled, so if the shell hits at the wrong angle, it's going to bounce off. But if the shell is over 90mm in caliber, it will penetrate the hull. It will overmatch the armour and go straight through. There's a number of targets there, but he can't see them because they're behind the ridgeline. But that Skoda is poking his luck and takes around 356 hit points. That 105mm is very powerful. And he goes through the Wizzy 111 as well for 413. That's a high roll. Now, it'll penetrate 288mm of armour, and the shell flies very, very quickly. Standard ammo is APCR, but he was spotted there, so he might need to pull back because enemy Arty might be firing in this direction. Oh, took a round from the 9KV 90B. In fact, he's having to stay behind the rock. Now he's gone unsighted, he can pull back out. There was the shell, the tanks that fired at him. And there's a BK3601H trying to get over the rock there. You can't climb that rock. It's impossible. And the enemy is capping. There's a Type 64 on that ridgeline. His shells would go straight through that Type 64. As I said, the shell velocity of these shells are very, very quick. So it's basically point and shoot. You don't need to lead your targets that much, if at all. He's gone unspotted by the enemy now, so they can't see where he is, but they probably guessed that he's in this general direction. There is a T20, 331, it's a low roll. So there are some enemy in that area of the pass. Gonna aim there again. It's within his view range, so he can possibly see it. Well, it's certainly within his render range. Well, the enemy's got two in the cap at the moment, but we have got tanks moving forward. Gets around into the VK, and he got a fire! That's a premium fire extinguisher showing off. And if he stays there, he's going to get another round. Go through the tracks, yes he does. And he gets a penetration. Is he going to go for the tracks again or for the vehicle? And he takes the vehicle out of the game. 207 hit points. And he wasn't spotted. Okay, Udas. And he gets around into him for 424. Now, was he spotted? Yes, he was. Needs to be careful now. Not loaded yet. Trying to go for the Type 64. Took a round from a Wizzy. Needs to pull back behind the rock. Can still fire at the IKV. Now the cap has been reset. There's two of our tanks near there. Oh, we just finished off the Type 64, and we've got a shot on the T20 as soon as we're reloaded. Time takes 8.61 seconds. Oh, we got to hit another high roll, 453. That was another good shot. Now the Wizzy 111's coming down, but also the T20 takes the T20 out of the game. That's his third kill, but he was seen. Now that Wizzy 111 is going after our M44. He's in the dip, in the river. Now he's popping up under siege mode, or is he? No, not under siege mode. Now he is going in. The Wizzy one of them is going after the M44. He kills it. Well, we get a high roll into the Wizzy, but we were seen by the IKV-65. And oh, the Wizzy 111 just ammo-racked. He just blew up over there. Blew his turret off completely. So the scores, well, at this moment we're one tank down, but it appears we might have the high caliber. There's a T-34-1 coming up by that ridge line. He can't see us yet because he hasn't got over the line, so I don't think he can see where we are. Now we're still in siege mode at the moment. We could creep up on him, but it will take a little while. The T-34 is now down to a very few hit points, and he's been killed. Now there was a Centurion 1 seen up in the north, and the Lorraine 15550 is located somewhere in grid square A6 or 7, as far as we know. There's an IKV-65 somewhere around, but we don't know where he is. He was seen up on that ridge. We have to assume he's still there somewhere. We've got a Burke moving just below us in the riverbed. The scores are now even. There's the IKV! Okay, turning to shoot. Slowly. Okay, on target. Oh, missed that up. He messed it up. He was against the rock, I think, and that, or he was just trying to pull back from the rock to get in the bush mechanic, and I don't think he needed to because the 65 is very low on hit points, and one shot would have been enough to take him out, even though it would have told the enemy where we were. They know that we're in this general vicinity. No sign of that Centurion. Now he's hugging this rock because it does act as good cover, and he's expecting the Centurion to come through that gap, I think. I'm surprised the Centurion hasn't made a sign. Hasn't come through. He's the last tank on the enemy team. It could be that he's turned over. It could actually be that he's flipped. There are 3 Artys out there, and although tank destroyers normally will actually stay in cover and wait for the enemy to appear, we've got 3 tanks capping. I think we could go hunting that Centurion. I think that Centurion is maybe flipped or AFK. Oh, no, there he is. He's been spotted. He's off to the left. Quick, get a shot in while you can. Goes to siege mode. Can he get a shot in? No, I think something's in the way. It's the rock just in front of us that's in the way. Can we get a shot now? Yes, we can. Gets one in, tracks him. Now, go for the hit. Try to track him again. He's gone behind the building. Oh, come out of siege mode, please. He's creeping forward. I think he's behind the mosque, or is he? He might be behind the mosque. No, there he is. Yes, he was behind the mosque. He fired one in, but it doesn't penetrate the armour. Going for another shot. Almost loaded. Yeah, get a good hit. 391. It's just an average roll, really. There he is again. Another shot. And yes, he gets a tracking shot. It's a high roll. 414. And he's killed, which means the last remaining enemies are Arty. And he can now go hunting them. So he's come out of siege mode. We're now going to be hunting the enemy Arty. I think we've got the high caliber as well. Or at least Sal has. I do forget sometimes, I get so wrapped up in these battles that I'm almost empathising with the driver of the tank. Oh! There's one of them, it's the M44. Unfortunately, he's out of range from us, and just out of range. And the ones in the cap have seen him, but one of them's been taken out by the Lorraine 15550. And the M44 has been dealt with by our GW Panther, who's back at our spawn area. And we're going looking for that Lorraine 15550 of the enemy team. Ah, we've been spotted. So he must be very close. So he will be aiming for us, more than likely. No, he's not here. Yep. They think these, the others indicating they think he's actually just around this corner. And the cap's still proceeding with one in the cap. But we can get the kill. There's still one enemy out there as well, the Hummel. There's the Lorraine. Oh, he's facing towards us. And he misses his shot. And we take him out with one shot. One shot kill. Now, just to find the Hummel. And I think he's more than likely going to be over this side. Oh, the Hummel's in the cap. He's in the cap. And he's just got long enough to cap out. But he's killed our capping IKV-90B. He must have shotgunned him at close range. Crept up on him. Caught him unawares. But unfortunately for that poor Hummel, he's about to receive a 105mm round from a Strv, or a 15cm round from our GW Panther. And we've platooned with the GW Panther. We've both got more than 3 kills, so if we win this, there's a Brothers in Arms on the cards. Now all we need to do is get on a ridge line above the cap area, and then we'll be able to drive up. Oh, there he is. He's in view now. We can see him. His 6th sense would have gone off though. Now he will know that he's been seen, and we're going to siege mode straight away. He probably can't see us though, and the GW Panther takes the kill, and he gets the top gun, and we get a Brothers in Arms. What a game. That was really, really good. Nice for the GW Panther as well to pick up a top gun. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for SalMcKean in the Strv S1, and it's his first one. It's got the scrolls underneath, indicates it's his first ace tanker. He also picked up a fire for effect for getting more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills, he got 4 exactly, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, he got 11, a Brothers in Arms for being in platoon with somebody else who had at least 3 kills and winning the game, and also for surviving the game, I should say, and also the High Calibre for dealing the most damage in the battle. And the win rate for that battle was 6567 Super Unicum standard, so congratulations on that. Very, very good score. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, just look at that high score of 4,492 hit points of damage. There's your High Calibre. The next highest score was the GW Panther. He managed 1,978, and I think he would have been very grateful for the spot on the Hummel, which allowed him to put that shell in, put the Hummel out of his misery, and pick up a nice little Top Gun and Brothers in Arms to boot. So well done to your boy, for getting that result. He also, SalMcKean, managed to get the highest base XP, 1,258. Your boy got the second highest amount with 874, and then the next highest after that was the M44, who managed 658 on our team. The highest scorer on the enemy team was the enemy M44, of course, tried that very sneaky creep up on the cap area and got wiped out. He got 531 base XP. So let's have a look at detail report. He fired 20 rounds during that battle. He got 16 direct hits, 13 penetrations. Damage of 4,492 hit points, of which 3,141 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the Lorraine 15550 he killed at very close range. He received 5 hits from the enemy during that battle. 3 of them were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, and 1 hit as a result of splash damage. He blocked damage of 230 hit points. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did damage assistance, so at 816 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 130,058 credits, got 65,029 for personal reserve bonus, and he also got 19,509 for completing the mission and events, bringing up a grand total of 214,595 credits. That's the sort of score you get from Frontline after playing for over half an hour, and this battle only lasted 11 minutes 40 seconds. So that's a very good score. And after repair, ammunition resupply, and the ammo is fairly cheap at this level, and consumables, he actually still took away 183,313 credits, which shows that the Strv S1 is one of the better premium vehicles if you want to earn a lot of credits from one game in a battle. It certainly can earn a lot. He received 1 bond for getting the high caliber. He also picked up 1,887 base XP on premium, so that's 1.5 times premium, times 5 for the first victory of the day, 283 for completing the mission, 189 for premium vehicle, and 3,774 from personal reserve bonus, which means he took away 13,681 experience points altogether. So his crew are going to shoot up in their training and their skills from that one game alone. So congratulations on getting your first ace tanker. I'm sure we'll see many more, and there'll be even more medals on the other side of this. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.